Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to Season 4 of the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. This is our second episode for the 2023 season, and tonight we're going to be looking at wide receivers and tight ends. Kind of the way we roll, we kind of look at a cross-section of athletes and try to rank them. So that way when we get to the draft, we kind of have a good idea of how we're going to draft, who we're going to target. I think the whole goal is to try to get as many number one players at each position as you can get. Yeah. So we're just trying to put a strategy together. You got anything, Brendan?
Nope.
You want to jump right into it?
Yep.
Let's start with the wide receivers.
All right.
So
y'all know about the usual number one receivers.
The guys you don't need to talk about.
Yeah. Diggs, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jamar Chase, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. Yeah, no need to talk about those cats. Yeah.
Dang.
So we're going to start with?
We'll start with DJ Moore.
Man. Week 1, he looked good. All right. Yeah, I mean, so, okay. It was just a simple swing pass, a wide receiver screen. It was a bad throw, and he took it the distance. I like that. I liked it. I was kind of high on Chicago going into that game, not seeing them play, but just on paper. But it's going to be some big plays in Chicago. I think DJ Moore, I would say more of a wide receiver 2. Still. Wide receiver 2 with wide receiver 1 potential. What you think?
Yeah, wide receiver 2.
Okay.
On the way to wide receiver 1.
Not far.
He's on the way.
The wide receiver 1.
Yeah, he's on the way.
Yeah. Explosive plays in Chicago, they're going to happen this year. So I like DJ Moore for real, for sure.
D-Hop. New team.
New city.
Maybe a change of scenery. Would help him a little bit.
Yeah. It's a good situation because I mean you gotta come up to try to tackle Derrick Henry. I mean
that's not fun.
No, nothing fun about that. So he's gonna see, he's gonna see a lot of one-on-one coverage and he's gonna take advantage of it. Reports out of camp is he's rolling. He looks like the old D-Hop. But and they said I saw something on TV. I think I forget what station I was watching, but Ryan Tannehill kind of recruited him. He kept calling him, kept saying, "Hey man, come on down. It'll be all right." So Tannehill, he used to feed AJ Brown, so Tannehill knows what he's doing. That could be a good look. Where do you put D-Hop? Where you at?
2.
Wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
Why? I don't disagree with you.
Tannehill.
I just want to make sure I'm all right.
Tannehill.
Really?
That's
quarterback situation?
Yeah.
Okay, wide receiver 2?
He iffy, yeah.
That's safe. You give him wide receiver 1 potential or you just stick wide receiver 2 across the board?
Potential. But yeah, he has potential to be wide receiver 1.
I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I just tend to think, man, even last year, you picked him up, which was smart by you. In the first game he played, he had 10 targets in the first half. So, despite what we think, despite how he's aging, whatever you come up with, he still gets balls. Yeah. He catches them. So, wide receiver 2, I think that's safe.
Odell
Beckham.
New team.
New city. What you think?
I don't know. He ain't play when I went to the game.
Was he there?
For y'all didn't know, I went to the Ravens and Eagles game. Eagles look good, by the way. But okay, we're not worried about that. Even though they lost, they look good.
Right.
But he didn't play, of course.
Right.
He had on these bright green shoes,
right.
Odell.
He had all the Nike gear on, right? Yeah.
But I think he gonna do good. He gonna do good.
Really?
He did good with Matt Stafford. He caught balls with Matt Stafford.
But that was before Matt Stafford got all broke up. So.
Still, it's Matt Stafford.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got you. I mean, 2 ACL injuries. I think he's still one of the more explosive athletes in the league. Ravens had a 1,000-yard receiver since Monty Brown left.
Yeah.
I think he's going to do well. I put him as a solid wide receiver, too, though.
Yeah.
Because you just never know. A lot of the explosive plays are going to come from Lamar's legs first and foremost.
Yeah.
And the receivers kind of get what's left. Mark Andrews is going to eat. So I took Rashad Bateman last year, and I was like, I was kind of happy about that pick. I thought I made a good pick in probably the 6th round or something like that. And I was like, man, I might get wide receiver 2 production, but it just
didn't he get hurt for you? He
got hurt.
Yeah,
he got hurt. He had a big game. That game against Miami, he had a big game, and that was the 1 week I didn't play. So that's how last year.
Did you lose that week?
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. So a little bit about us. I think I made a mistake last week. We're actually in a 14-team league. I said a 12-team league, but I was excluding me and Brendan. But it's a 14-team league, and it's a one keeper. Everybody else goes back in, and we just redraft. And it's a 10-round draft, so it's really competitive. Dudes have been in this league for almost 20-some years, so it's not easy. You can draft a bad team and get killed, so you go a long way. But anyway, back to Beckham. So wide receiver 2. All right, cool.
Calvin Ridley.
Man. Okay, so I kept giving you a hard time about Ridley, saying, practicing at the high school ain't the same, but
Are you
he
done?
looks good, man. I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
All right. You know how many I think you have to realize now. You can't doubt me anymore, okay?
I will learn at some point.
You will.
Yeah. So he's a solid wide receiver 2?
2. He's on the way to 1. He's on the way.
He looks good, man. He does look good.
Because I'm not going to lie, on ours, he might drop. He's going to drop in our draft.
Really?
So I'll probably get him late.
You look, which round?
5 or 6.
I don't think he'll be around that long. I think you would take him before it got to 5 or 6. Yeah.
But you know the people in our league, they love.
They listening to this. Yeah, so him as your wide receiver 2, you have to get him in like 3 or 4. Probably 4 would be the latest you could get him. But he's definitely got to be in the conversation. It seems like he plays at like a different speed than most wide receivers, coming out of his breaks and getting into his routes. So yeah, he could be good, man. He could be good. You totally flipped me on that one. So I'm wide receiver 2 on Calvin Ridley.
Okay. Kadarius Toney.
I'm off that train. I'm
you
done
sure?
with that. I'm done. I'm
you
done.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm done.
I told you about that too.
I'm done. I picked him up 2 years in a row. I picked him up his rookie year. He got hurt. I picked him up the second year. He got hurt. So I'm kind of done. The most attractive thing, though, he's in, an offense with the Chiefs with Pat Mahomes. That's crazy.
That's money.
Yeah, it is. If you can get him and he stays healthy, to me, he's a wide receiver 3. But he could easily get wide receiver 2, maybe even sniff some wide receiver 1 production. But I just don't trust it.
I don't know about that.
I just don't trust it. To me, if I'm looking at Kansas City receivers, I might go Sky Moore before I go Kadarius Toney. But that's a good name to put on the list, though, because we can talk about it. But to me, he's a wide receiver 3. Yeah, solid wide receiver 3.
Brandon Ayuk.
That's a tricky one, man. Because he's in a really good offense.
And everybody in that offense can't eat.
Right. Yep.
And I just don't know. Because I feel like he's the 4th option, in my opinion.
That's a great point.
He's the 4th option. So
yeah,
he has the skill of being a wide receiver 2, sniff wide receiver 1, but he's most likely he's the 4th option on his team, so he probably won't get the ball that much.
It's tough to trust him every week because all those dudes eat. I think you said it perfect. So heck, I mean, I think what are we making him, a wide receiver 3?
3.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But I think, if Debo's out, he moves up the pecking order.
Moves up. Yeah. Or if any of them get hurt, he just moves up the pecking order.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the future plans. They picked up his option. So, he's in line to get a long-term deal. So, yeah, that's okay, cool. Definitely somebody to look at. He's getting a lot of pub, though. He's getting a lot of love. A lot of love in the media, for sure.
Your boy, Mike Evans.
This one's interesting.
Are you getting him this year?
I don't know. I don't know. I think with him, he's such a big physical dude. He likes contested catches. He likes contact. But his quarterback situation.
Yeah.
It's hard to, if you go from Tom Brady to 2 guys that are still trying to establish their NFL careers, it's got to be a drop-off.
Yeah. You got the 5th pick, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have the 5th pick. It's gonna be tricky to see if he makes it back to me. I would obviously I'm not gonna take him with my 1st pick. I probably wouldn't take him with my 2nd pick either. So I don't know if you get into rounds like 3 or 4. I don't think he's gonna be there. I don't think he's gonna be there.
He might be there for your 3rd. He might be there for your 3rd because you have a quick one coming back.
You got to get that right though, because I mean, if his average drops to like 6 balls for 70 yards as opposed to what he did in previous years, that's a big drop. You got to be ready for that. I still make him a wide receiver 2 because he's a proven pro. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
So to me, man, I thought like in today's game, veteran players, I would have thought Tampa would have tried to trade him to get some picks. Just to be fair to the athlete, because I mean, you kind of on a team that's rebuilding.
Yeah, you gonna keep some old dude.
Yeah, get him into a contender where he can, compete for a championship, and you can get some picks. But they held on to him. They actually extended his contract a little bit. So I don't know. I guess, I don't know. We see, like we said, some general managers play chess and some general managers play checkers. So
And he's been playing.
That's what it is.
He's been playing checkers for a minute.
Yeah. So wide receiver 2 on Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got that streak going too. He's got so many seasons of 1,000 yards, I guess, to start a career. So he'll probably get it. He'll probably get just over 1,000. All right, that's cool.
Michael Pittman
Jr., Colts. Anthony Richardson just got named the starter, right?
He sure did.
He looked pretty. Richardson looked good in his preseason game.
You think?
Yeah, he did. It was, I think, for all of them, C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, they all went through it. But I like the way Anthony Richardson responded. He responded well. He threw an ugly pick and he came back and he played. It's not like he went in the tank or anything. So I guess you can be excited about him, but I just wonder how that's going to impact Pittman's volume. I'll be real with you. I don't really trust it.
You don't?
Nah, not really. Not this year. I mean, years to come, to me, I would make Pittman a wide receiver 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
I could
Big
go
physical dude. He's going to get some catches, but is it going to be consistent for you to win fantasy games every week? I make him a 3.
Okay. Juju.
He's going to get a lot of targets in New England. He's going to get a lot of targets in New England.
Yeah, and it just got Zeke.
Yeah.
I know he's not a receiver, but that's going to open it up for him too. Because you can't just fall back now. You got Zeke.
Yeah.
So he might scoot up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it might leave one-on-ones. Who knows?
I mean, they have Ramondre Stevenson there too. He's playing with 2 tough tight ends. I think Juju, again, I'm not going to say his quarterback situation scares me, but I just don't have a whole lot. Yeah. That's a good word for it. That's a good word for it. I'm not going to say I trust it. I say Juju's a wide receiver 3 as well, but I give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's got wide receiver 2 potential.
Okay.
I wouldn't take him early. If I could get him mid to late, I feel real good. But that's kind of, I just, for some reason, I feel like he's going to have a big season. He's going to have a lot of targets. Don't know if it'll translate to touchdowns, but the yards and targets will be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jerry Jeudy.
This one's interesting.
I like Jerry.
You like Jerry Jeudy?
I don't like the quarterback.
For real. You did say that. You kind of gave up on Russell Wilson.
Man, I had beef with Russell Wilson for the past 2 years.
He did you wrong last year. It's hard to forget that. I mean, him and Cortland Sutton. Who do you feel like the number 1 receiver is? Because Tim Patrick's out. He got hurt.
Probably Cortland Sutton.
Right? Is the number 1?
Nah, Jerry Judy's number 1. Jerry
Judy's the number 1. Yes. Okay.
That's what I'm going with, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a better athlete.
Okay.
His routes too. Oh my goodness.
He got good feet.
Yeah, he got good feet.
He gets in and out of his breaks smooth.
So yeah, I think Jerry Jeudy's number 1 in that team. And I think he's gonna get most of the catches, most of the receptions.
Man, bro, Sean Payton ain't playing in Denver. Them dudes, the starters played the first half. They played the first half. I was like, oh my God. I was sitting there watching. I was like, man, you gotta take these guys out. He's like, no, I don't.
I'm good.
Yeah. Jeudy did get a lot of looks. He scored a nice touchdown. I think I forget who they playing, but they blitzed and Russell Wilson, he picked it off right away, threw it right to Jeudy, which was after a big drop. He dropped like a 3rd and 5 pass. He was wide open, dropped it, but then they went back to him. He caught a touchdown. So he might be in line for a good year, but I'm kind of like you. I mean, I honestly got him as a wide receiver 2 on my sheet. Yeah. So, he's got pushed up the pecking order in Denver because a lot of targets are there. I think they're going to let Russell Wilson throw it a little bit. So I'm good with the wide receiver 2 on him.
Then Christian Watson.
You didn't watch Green Bay play because you were at the preseason game.
What happened?
They look good.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah. So Jordan Love, in my opinion, if I had to use words to describe how he looked comfortable. He looked confident. And the way that he throws the ball, he like changes the trajectory of the ball. He can get it over your shoulder, drop it in.
Okay. He
can play. So I feel much better about Green Bay. I think Christian Watson probably should go higher than what we think. I still make him a wide receiver 2. Yeah, I make him a wide receiver 2, which is pretty good. I can't say I feel like it's wide receiver 1 production in this season, but they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we got a couple of surprises over here.
He should be good.
Brandon Cooks.
I've had him a couple years on a couple different teams, and he's put up numbers everywhere I've had him.
Okay.
So I think with Dallas, good offense, good quarterback, good old line. I think he's going to do real well in Dallas. Yeah.
Wide receiver 2? 3?
Dang, that's a good question.
He's definitely not one.
Oh, no. You put me on the spot. Where am I going to go? I'm going to say wide receiver 3.
I was just about to put you in more. I'll just put you in a different position.
Yeah.
I was going to say, would you take him over Jerry Jeudy? And
Ooh, man, you got some good questions tonight. Take him over Jeudy?
Yeah.
No. I would say no.
Okay, there you go.
And if you ask me why, Judy's a younger athlete.
Yeah.
I just feel like, less wear and tear on the body.
Mm-hmm.
The offenses are just as explosive if you compare the two. So I always take the younger athlete.
Yeah, always.
That sounds crazy. That's not nice, is it? Well, I'm an old guy, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I would take Jeudy. But I think Brandon Cooks is going to do good. That's a good one. You got a good list. Uh-oh.
George Pickens.
He could be surprising.
I like George.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Him and that Pickett connection.
The picket fence.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the old line though. All right. So what was you saying though?
But no, I like their connection. Like you even seen it in like the little training camp videos.
Right.
They hitting each other up. Mm-hmm. He's giving them nice passes.
Right.
And I didn't see the Steelers game. I don't know if he played.
He did. He had a TD. He had a touchdown.
Okay. See,
there he had a nice run too.
See,
run after catch. It was a 33-yard joint, and he shook old boy at like the 10. Yeah, he put him on skates.
Okay.
He gave him the Allen Iverson crossover.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, I watched that one too. Yeah. I mean, you look at him, he's got all the tools to be an elite NFL wide receiver, right? Mm-hmm. Tall, fast, good hands, shifty when he gets the ball. So where you at on him? You think he's a 2? Mm-hmm. I lean to more a 3.
Okay.
Because, he's in a tough division. He's still got a developing quarterback. Mm-hmm. And to me, I feel like the Steelers are going to make hay when they run the ball.
Yeah.
And that's going to take away from the passing game a little bit. He's still got to battle Deontay Johnson for targets. So to me, he's a wide receiver 3. I could be totally wrong on this one, though. Yeah. I could go either way. So in which round, if he was available, you say you like him, when would you draft him?
6.
6? Okay. And our draft is 10 rounds, like we said before. So so round 6 is like where you really start to build your squad because everybody, rounds 1 through 3, everybody's going to get studs. You just got to get the right one. So you would take them in round 6.
Yeah.
That's money. Look at you.
All right.
This next dude.
Elijah Moore.
Man, he getting all kinds of love. He looked good in their preseason game, too. He left with a rib injury. Mm-hmm. But before he got hurt, man, he
put no work.
Yeah, they were throwing balls to him. He even had a running play call for him. They lined him up in the backfield. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing that in the preseason, that's somebody that you have kind of like in your sights as a playmaker. Mm-hmm. So I think he's going to do well. Coming over from the Jets, he is ready to roll. I got him as a wide receiver, too.
Okay, I could get with that.
Yeah. Amari Cooper's, I think he's a legit wide receiver 1 on that squad. Mm-hmm. But Elijah Moore ain't far behind, man. I think, he's going to get some explosive plays for you. You can get a lot of touches, too, I think. Mm-hmm. So if I had to draft him, it's kind of like you said, a surprise or what people would call a sleeper. I like that. I like that for sure. Mm-hmm. Is that it on the wide receivers?
Yep.
Okay, we're good. We're rolling. Let's go to the tight ends.
All right.
Who's some of the elite guys?
Same deal with the tight ends. Mm-hmm. The clear number 1s. We're just not going to include them. Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah,
Dallas Goedert.
Hall of Famer walking.
He's not on this list, so I assume Zach Ertz. He's still a GOAT in my eyes. He's him. Mark Andrews.
The man crush.
Yeah. So none of those George Kittle. Can't forget him.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so none of those big name dudes. They're not going to be on here.
Yeah, because they get drafted. We know they're going to get drafted.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this one right here, Jake Ferguson.
Dallas.
Is he the number 1 in Dallas?
Right now, because everybody else is hurt.
Okay.
So I feel like, the only thing, when you look at Dallas tight ends, they had 89 targets last season. Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of targets for a tight end. It's hard to find that in fantasy. So you have to if you can get the right tight end in Dallas, you're all right.
Yeah.
But Ferguson's a starter right now. He'll probably be that way in week 1. Mm-hmm. So, Dalton Schultz is gone. So he could be the guy. So, I don't know. I think I would go a tight end 2 on that one.
Tight end 2?
Yeah, I'd go a tight end 2. I don't think he's quite tight end 1 type dude. So, yeah, I would go tight end 2. But it's targets to be had in Dallas, though.
Okay. David Njoku.
He was rolling last year until he got hurt. Dude, he was killing it. Seriously, that was like the only dude Deshaun Watson could get the ball to consistently. He got hurt, and it was just like, woo. Because the dude that had him in our league was killing people. But that's a good one, man. I like that. I would make him a tight end 1.
Really?
Yes. A sneaky one too. Because if you could slide in and get him in like that 3rd or 4th round, because a lot of dudes are trying to get their tight ends in the 2nd, late in the 1st round now, at least in our draft anyway. So if you could get Njoku 2nd or 3rd round, that'd be all right. I'd be good with that. I think he's a tight end 1.
Okay. Chig Okonkwo.
Sneaky one.
I said that right?
You said the name right. That's clutch. Titans. Nice.
Wow.
Yes. Good job by you. I was glad I saw it. I was like, I'm glad I didn't get that one. Yeah. I would say on him, tight end 2. Tight end 2. Yeah. He's one of the few guys that, like, the tight end position could be the 2nd on the team in targets, right? Because you got D-Hop, he's going to get the most.
Yeah.
Most NFL teams, the 2nd guy in targets is going to be a receiver. But on the Titans, it could be the tight end. It could be the Titans. It could be the tight end on the Titans. I got that one. That's tricky.
Wow.
Yeah. I think he's going to have a good year, though. He had a good year last year, and it kind of got, overlooked because the Titans didn't really do much. But he's a good one. Yeah, put him on your list.
Where you got him at? Tight end 2?
Yeah, tight end 2.
Tight end 2? Okay.
Yeah, tight end 2.
Everett Ingram.
Was he just playing hard for a contract? What you got?
You know what? Yeah, I think you wanted something. But I think that's what most of them do.
Right? Yeah.
I think you got to play hard, get the money, and
then I could dial it back down after I get that first direct deposit. He played hard for his contract and he got it. I have him as a tight end 2.
Tight end 2.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
I think Jacksonville gonna be nice.
For real. Okay. What makes you feel like Jacksonville gonna be legit? What?
They can run the ball.
Right.
And we already just talking about my boy Calvin.
Right.
So I feel like running the ball and Calvin getting the ball is just gonna open it up for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be somebody, throw a quick little out route 2 for 5 yards.
The thing is, okay, does Ridley's targets take away from Evan Ingram what's available for him? Because Christian Kirk is still there too.
I mean, it could, but
right?
You could also use them in very specific situations. Like, 3rd and 1?
Yeah.
Give it to him.
Yeah, it could go
end zone.
Yeah, it could go either way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because why re-sign him if you don't plan to use him? Why would you extend him if you're not going to use him? Just let him walk, right?
Yeah, see, but that's another thing though.
Yeah.
You signed him, so you're going to use him. So he's going to get targets.
Yeah, that's a good point. He must be in their plans if they gave him extended his contract.
Mm-hmm.
So Evan Ingram, tight end 2?
Yep.
Yeah. You draft him? Or would you try to get,
I'll try to
be
get
on
him,
your radar?
I'll try to get him on free agency.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so probably late round. Round 8. Round 8 or 9.
Get him late?
Mm-hmm.
I could see that name hanging around about that late.
Yeah.
Some dudes miss him, let him slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because all the attention going to be on the receivers and the backs.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Good work.
Look at this tight end 1 down here.
We snuck him in there.
I don't like him though, because he did me dirty last year too.
Oh, he did.
Darren Waller.
He let you down.
Darren
might
Waller.
be back.
He let me down.
Dude,
he on a new team, new city,
Yeah.
new scenery. So it might be good for him.
Yeah, hopefully he can get right, man. He's been hurt the better part of the last 2 seasons. It's been hard because he got drafted early in our draft both years, 2021 and 2022. Mm-hmm. So
it's weird to say though, and I might get flagged for this.
Right.
But like he's kind of in the same situation he was in Oakland.
Okay.
They had a number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had a running back.
Right.
Oh, actually, never mind. Giants don't really have a number 1 receiver.
Nah, he might be it.
Okay, never mind.
He might be.
So
he's
in a better situation than he was.
They got Hyatt, the rookie. And
okay.
Yeah.
But still,
we haven't seen anything from him.
Yeah, I feel like Saquon's gonna take all of it.
Yeah, okay.
And then they were like, you know what? Here, you get the scraps.
Yeah.
We need a big play. You better catch it.
So is he back to tight end 1 status? You give him the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah.
Be careful because we got another name coming up.
Ooh.
I think he's a tight end 1.
I'll give it to him.
Okay.
Just because he's the only person on that team who's really gonna catch it. Other than Hyatt.
If they had more weapons on the outside, I'd
be 2.
But I think it's tight end 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
Hayden
draft
Hurst.
Hayden Hurst? No, you're good.
Hayden Hurst.
Carolina.
This is that name that you was talking about that's coming up.
No, it was another one after that. I'll let you know. We're getting there.
I see that one.
Hayden Hurst for Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Carolina, I mean, I know week 1 of the preseason, it's not a complete picture of what you're going to see, but they look bad.
Bad.
God, they couldn't pass block at all. So to me, if your offensive line can't hold up and pass block, and the only thing you can do is hold your tight end in the block.
Yeah, and if he got a block, he ain't getting none.
Yeah, we don't get points for blocks. So hopefully their offensive line situation, I will watch them for a couple of weeks. I think he's an athletic enough tight end to make him a tight end too. But I don't know. I'm kind of down on Carolina until I see something different. Their second preseason game, I don't know who they play, but I'll watch that one close to see their offensive line. They have to be better. They have to be better. Bryce Young almost got killed, bro. He was taking shots. So I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see on Hayden Hurst. I feel comfortable with him as a tight end too, but if the offensive line play don't improve, he falls, in my opinion.
Okay. Noah Fant.
I think he's gonna disappear on Seattle.
You think?
Yeah, I think I marked him as a tight end 3. Yeah, because it's just you got DK Metcalf, Smith and Jigba, and you got Tyler Lockett. It's a lot of mouths to feed out there. A lot of guys that can get open and catch passes. So we've seen in a couple of different situations, like in Miami, their tight end really doesn't exist. Yeah, it's no big deal.
You don't really need him.
Nah. So I think that situation in Seattle's kind of like that. I think he's a good pro. I had him his rookie year, I think, and he did great. I was real happy, but I just feel like
depending on the situation, he's just not going to be needed.
I don't know if it's going to be consistent targets every week. So I would make him a tight end 3.
Okay.
All right.
Hunter Henry.
Interesting.
What makes it interesting?
Because, see, Bill O'Brien is back as an offensive coordinator in New England. And in the past, he ran a lot of 2 tight end sets in his offenses. They had Rob Gronkowski and the late Aaron Hernandez. And both of those dudes got balls.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking about 600, 800 yards apiece. They were rolling. Okay. So Bill O'Brien's back. They picked up Mike Gesicki. So you figure the offense might look the same. Maybe if you compare the athletes, Gronkowski and Hernandez are way more explosive than these 2 dudes, but you just never know, man. Hunter Henry is a proven pro. He's been doing it for a minute, so he could be okay. I make him a tight end 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I make him a tight end 2. So I would draft late. Definitely not early. I try to get him late. Okay. Yeah, if I can't get, some guys I have a little bit more trust in, I would wait until late, and I would definitely pick him up though, because certain games he does work. So yeah, tight end 2. This is the name I was talking about.
We got your boy right here.
My ex-boy. We broke up last year.
Kyle Pitts.
Oh, my God. That's the name I was talking about. Remember that when I was telling you about, we were talking about Hayden Hurst. Kyle Pitts. I don't know, man. He's just all over the map on this dude. I even put in my notes. Who knows?
You'll draft him again.
I doubt it. Nah. I still got, what I call it? PDSD, post-draft stress disorder. He crushed me. Dude, I was so happy. I left the draft. I was strutting around like a peacock. I got Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
How'd that go? That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. No, not this year. I'm passing on Kyle. I'm good. No, sir. I'll find me a tight end. But, he's such an athlete, man. I think at some point he's going to break out. But I have him as a tight end too. But Atlanta, I feel like they're going to run the ball a lot.
They do got Bijan.
Yeah. And Tyler Algier.
And Cordero.
Yeah, they got a bunch of dudes. I feel like their primary purpose is going to be to run the ball. And then Kyle Pitts, he still got to battle Drake London for targets.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see, man. It's just up in the air. I honestly, though, yeah, I probably wouldn't draft him again because it didn't work out for me last year. Yeah, so you're probably right.
Fire Pants. Fire Muth.
What's going to happen?
I don't know.
Yeah,
you think Darnell Washington going to take his targets?
I don't know. He's going to impact his targets. We both know that.
Okay.
So to me, Freiermuth is more of a
3, 2.
I'm going to say tight end 2.
2.
Low tight end 2. Could be a possible tight end 3, so be careful. Because Washington, again, you don't sign him to not play him. And those 2 tight end sets, that 12 personnel, I mean, that's what they're there for. So it's going to be instances where Washington has the mismatch. So yeah, he's got some competition for targets. So I think low tight end 2, maybe a tight end 3. So we'll see. A lot of people are picking Pittsburgh as a surprise team. I think they're going to be good, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know how good, but I feel like they're going to be pretty good though. I like this one. Go ahead.
I do too.
Go ahead.
Irv Smith Jr.
If he's there, get him.
You was hyping him up last year.
Oh, he had a good season. He got hurt. He dropped a touchdown against your boys.
Wow.
A wide open joint. But to me, he's a tight end one. I mean, he's coming in as the Bengals free agent tight end, taking Hayden Hurst's spot. And Hayden Hurst had a good year with them.
Yeah.
Irv Smith is a little bit more athletic, a little bit faster. It could be nice, man. It could be nice. You got to deal with Chase. You got to deal with Higgins and Boyd.
Oh, yeah. They're going to light you up.
Yeah, he's basically one-on-one with a linebacker all game long.
It's still, you could say the same thing about, who was it?
Who?
Was it, I think it was either Hunter Henry or Noah Fant. We was talking about the Dolphins.
Yeah.
How their tight end is non-existent.
Right.
You could say the same thing. They have 3 really good receivers.
Yeah.
Well, so who says Irv Smith won't get the ball?
Yeah, I think we have to look at the target distribution for Hayden Hurst last year. I think he had a pretty good year from game to game. We got to check it out because maybe he had like a couple really big games. It wasn't like consistent production through the season. But you make a good point. I think it all depends on like the play calling and the flow of the game.
Yeah.
Because like Gesicki with Miami last year, I use as an example. It's like he didn't get a lot of targets. But, you know, Burrow likes throwing to the tight end a little bit. So we'll see. I do like Irv Smith, though. Irv Smith Jr., I like him. I made him a tight end. I'm going to go with a tight end 2.
Tight end 2? Okay.
Not quite. I can't say tight end 1 because it's not that much of a piece of pie for the tight end on the Bengals. But I think he's going to be good, though. I think he's going to be really good.
Okay. Some surprises we got. Sam Laporta
Potty.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
So I drafted him in our rookie draft. So this year we decided to do something a little different. We had like a meeting in like maybe late June, early July. We just picked like one rookie and we'll keep that rookie for the season. And I picked Laporta, Detroit's tight end. It's still iffy because I think some reports say he's going to be the starting tight end and other reports say maybe not. And historically, rookie tight ends don't do that great. Yeah. So maybe I'll get lucky and he'll buck that trend, but he can play. I think he might surprise some people. The biggest thing is Jameson's out for the first 6 games.
Okay.
So I could see his production being high the first 6 games and then kind of dropping off when Jameson Williams comes back.
Or?
No,
never mind. You're right. Yeah, never mind.
Or I could get super lucky and he's a stud from day 1.
Hey, that would be nice too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, who's next?
Luke Musgrave.
Packers.
I'm saying all these names right?
Yeah, you're rolling tonight.
Oh my goodness.
You're rolling tonight. Your 6th grade English teacher would be happy. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. He's a rookie as well. But I think this week, as we talk through things and we record, I just feel much better about Green Bay after watching that first preseason game. I mean, it could change from week to week, but where I feel now, and Musgrave caught a couple of big balls. He looked good. Jordan Love, historically, the Packers' offense is good for tight ends. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm okay with Musgrave. He's another rookie, though. The thing about those 2 rookies, they had, like, really productive seasons in college last year. And I think I said in another recording that we made that if that college production is important to me, I look at that for a rookie.
Yeah.
So it's like if you got drafted just based on potential and your combine performance, that's to me, that's kind of a red flag. But if you had the production, you got drafted, I have a lot more confidence in you. And Musgrave and Laporta both had college production.
Okay. Last one, Tyler Conklin.
Jets.
It's the Jets offense.
Cannot go wrong.
Had to throw him in there.
Yeah. He's
just signed Dalvin, so
yeah,
got to.
Yeah. Yep. I feel good about Conklin and the Jets offense. You make him a tight end 2? Yeah. Don't forget about him. As you put your draft together, don't forget about getting you some Jets because they're gonna be good.
Yeah.
They're gonna be really good. Yeah, they're gonna be really good. That's a good list, man. How you good? Is that it?
Looks like it.
I think we're good. Man, we're rolling. So we've completed quarterbacks, running backs. We just got down to wide receivers and tight ends. So we'll do kickers and defenses next week. And we'll also end up with a mock draft. So that should be fun too. So me and Brennan will do a live mock draft where we pick a squad and kind of put it together. What they say, put your money where your mouth is. So yeah, so stay tuned for that next week. If you have any questions, man, just put it on the chat or put it down in the comments and we'll be sure to respond. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Peace.